Open up the window. I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the wind blow, and the late summer sky is like a giant.
Welcome back, everyone. Today we're decorating my whole home for fall 2025.
The autumn leaves are playing chases, puts a smile up on my face.
I'm so excited this video is finally here for you guys. As you know, fall is my absolute favorite season. I'm so sorry it's coming later than I anticipated. As many of you know, our dog did pass away a few weeks ago. I said I wasn't going to talk about it on camera, but I just wanted to say thank you for all of your condolences when that did happen. And this video is going to be dedicated to her. So if you stay till the end, there will be some dedication videos for her if you're interested in watching that. You guys mean so much to me and I appreciate all of your support. Let's go ahead and jump into the fall decorating.
Sky is like a giant ember. Everything is turning into gold. When the autumn leaves are playing chases.
After changing out the gallery wall photos, I worked on the pillows on the couch. This plaid one is a new one from Hearth Hand. It incorporates multiple colors that I use on the couch, the tans, the browns, and the maroons. I also added an orange pumpkin pillow to tie in with the other corners of the couch. I try to use the same colors in each corner so one part of the couch isn't too heavy. And I'm also incorporating green back in this year for my fall decor. I absolutely love it. It was a lot of work for me to get it right with the other pillows. I didn't feel like it went well. I thought it clashed with the big brown floral ones, but I think I got it to look really nice, and it's gonna match with something in the dining room that's new this year.
Up on my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low, dancing through the last days of.
This Studio McGee vase is also another new item that I added to my fall decor collection. It's absolutely stunning. I love the warm, cozy vibes that it gives off. It goes with the browns that I have in my fall decor everywhere else. Everything else that I'm using so far, I've already had. So I just kind of build onto my existing collection and try to match what I already have. I don't want to start new every single year. That's way too expensive. So I try to just kind of switch up what I already have, like I did with the pillows, while also adding in a few new pieces each season. This candle holder is also new. It is from Magnolia Market. Ethan and I actually went to Texas over the summer and I got to visit Magnolia Market. It was amazing and so much fun. And this is one of the pieces that I picked up there. There are so many gorgeous pieces in the Magnolia line and I wish I could buy so much more. Over on my two new ottomans that I bought, I think back in spring, I'm adding some items again that I already had. My Hello Pumpkin pillow, a pumpkin shaped pillow, a blanket from Hearth Hand way before, and this amazing blanket that some of my friends bought for us with all of these pictures of Tilly. I absolutely love it, and it was actually Ethan's idea. I'm gonna fold it up to show the picture of her laying on the pumpkin and lay it on one of the ottomans. Then I'm going to add a Bath & Body Works plug-in that's absolutely amazing.
Since I was a little child, every year for as long as I remember, all the leaves were running wild, going all the way until November. Turn the world around us into
Now we're moving on to the shelves next to the TV. I'm putting my family photos up top like I always do through all the seasons. I do change them out with the seasons, so I like to use these pictures because my dress is a fall color. On the shelf below that, I have an Etsy print that I used last year. I'm stacking up some coffee table books and putting this Hearth and Hand bowl full of vase filler and a little dollar spot pumpkin. And then on the left side of the shelf, I'm putting a Hearth and Hand vase, actually 2 Hearth and Hand vases, some dollar spot stems, and a dollar spot pumpkin. This is from some of the good lines the Dollar Spot has had in the past. I don't really buy that much from there now, but they did have really nice stuff. And I say this all the time, but I feel like the stuff that they used to have is better than what they put out now in the Dollar Spot. And then I have this Hearth and Hand vinyl record that is new this year. It's called October at Last and has some older songs on it for you to enjoy in the cozy fall months. I also purchased these really fun fall puzzles. Ethan and I did the one with the greenhouse full of pumpkins already, and we have to do the other one. We just sat around and watched a TV show and did the puzzle over the weekend, and it was a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite fall memories now. I really enjoy doing puzzles, and it was really fun to do it with him. We've got to do the other one, and now I'm going to be on the hunt for some for Christmas as well. And it's just fun to have them on display, so they're easy to access, and it's part of my fall decor. On the TV stand, I'm putting my Hobby Lobby pumpkins. The smaller ones are new, and I have 4 of them actually, but I'm only using 2 right now, and I got them for Halloween because my theme goes with these pumpkins. These pumpkins are called fairy tale pumpkins, if that gives you a hint to my Halloween theme this year. But I'm putting them up here, and I'm putting this Hearth and Hand garland around it. It is in pieces because it just kept breaking, and I can still use it because I can put it together. You can't even tell. I love this garland, but it did not hold up and just broke apart. Over on these shelves, I'm going to put my vintage and thrifted books, some of my new books as well, but a lot of them are thrifted. And then up top, I'm just going to try to kind of mirror the other side so that it's balanced in heights and colors and textures, a lot like I do with the pillows on the couch. I don't want one side to feel heavier than the other. I want them to complement each other without being exactly the same. So I'm going to have stacked boxes. I'm going to have stems and vases on this side as well, and it's going to be very similar to the left side, but it's not the same. It's just complementary.
Chase it, puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low, dancing through the last days of September.
In the entryway, I'm basically just doing the same thing on my hooks that I did last year. I'm hanging this Hearth and Hand wreath and this little pumpkin spice latte purse that I got from TJ Maxx last year. And yes, I have a lot of Hearth and Hand stuff for fall. Joanna just has really amazing items for her fall and Christmas lines, and I love to purchase them. I did get this new candle warmer. I will be sure to link it with whatever else I can in the description box down below. And I got a leaves candle from Bath and Body Works. I love that scent. This tray is new from Hearth Hand. I love, love, love the scalloped edges. You guys know I love a scalloped moment. And then I've got the vases with florals that I've had from last year, and I actually put the same exact florals that I did last year back in them, but I moved them to a different spot. I've got my Studio McGee pointer painting, and this little guy is a cute little plump quail from Michael's. I also had the pheasant on the bookshelf on the right side of the TV, and I got them with discounts and coupons. They were super cheap with all of that stacked together, and they were just too good to pass up, and the colors were perfect for fall, and honestly I can use them for spring as well. Now it's time for the dining room, and honestly, this turned out to be one of my favorite spaces this year for fall. I have my butterfly picture from last year, and everything on the shelf under it is stuff that I already owned. Hearth Hand pitcher and bowls and a little pumpkin, but the showstopper is going to be on the actual table. I purchased a table runner from Magnolia, and it wasn't when we were there visiting. It came out in her fall line after we left, but I knew I had to have it. I needed a new table runner, and I wanted the one from the new line at Target, but it was way too long for the table, and she didn't make it in the shorter version like she normally does. So I saw this on the Magnolia website, and I love florals. The green, I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll try to incorporate green again this year. And I'm so happy I did, because it ties in so well with the browns and the burnt oranges and the maroons that I already use. So I also used a Hearth Hand vase from the new line this year, and I added some stems I already had, and they have those colors, the greens and the burnt oranges in there, and it just all ties together so nicely. I'm in love with this space this year. I don't know if you guys remember these mugs from last year, but the brown one and the tan one on the bottom row are from Joann's before they went out of business, and I love them. One of them says the Burr months are here, and the other one says fall is my second favorite F word, and I just think that's so funny. I couldn't decide which towel I wanted to use, so I tried all three, and I ended up going with the first one that I tried. And then when I watched this back, I kind of liked the second one, but whatever, I can always switch it out if I want to. I'm sticking with having my copper fall market picture above the stove. It matches so nicely with this teapot from Hearth Hand. And then I'm keeping it simple and just adding a spoon rest and a white and pumpkin brown burnt orange striped hand towel, which is new from Hearth Hand this year. And I also got these new oven mitts from Hearth Hand. I love the colors in it. It matches really nicely with the pillow on the couch, and it has multiple colors that I use for fall. And then on the right side of the stove, I'm adding this green book because I need to incorporate that green color throughout all of the spaces. And I used this picture in here last year. I'm going to use it again, but I'm adding this Hobby Lobby pumpkin. It's like a coppery brown color. It's the perfect fall brown copper pumpkin, and I couldn't leave it there because it was just too cute. For my coffee station, Again, I'm going similar to what I did last year. I tried to change it a little bit and I added a pumpkin. Actually, I added one of those fairy tale pumpkins. I do try to change my spaces from year to year, but sometimes I really like what I did the year prior and I can't think of something better, so I'll reuse what I did the year before. I try not to do it a lot and I try not to do it everywhere because I want to change it up and have fun, but I really liked the coffee station last year and I kept it almost exactly the same. What's a cozy fall season without some delicious fall treats? I got some pumpkin flavored or pumpkin themed sweet treats to put in my cake stand right here. I'm putting them on display and they look really cute. However, they did not last very long. Ethan and I devoured these within the week, which they're not going to last that long anyway, so we had to eat them. That's our excuse. But they look so cute here. My little pumpkin donuts. I got the pumpkin shaped brownies from Little Debbie, and then I also got the pumpkin soft cookies, and they have like a pumpkin filling in them. All of these were so good. I highly recommend. The pumpkin glazed donuts were from Publix. If you don't have Publix, I know Entenmann's has a similar donut, but the Walmart ones are not as good and I do not recommend. Another showstopper this year is this new Magnolia quilt that I also purchased. Now, Magnolia items are not cheap. I got this and the table runner from her fall line, but these are items that I'm going to use for years to come. I love this quilt. We do not like using thick blankets because it gets really hot at night in our room. So I thought this was a nice compromise that still felt cozy for fall, but was not going to be super heavy and make us sweat through the night. It's got that same floral pattern as the table runner, so it kind of ties in with that room, but it's in a different color palette. This brown velvet is to die for, and the flower pattern is so cute. And like I said, even though it's thinner, it still has that cozy feeling for the fall, and it's got the warm, rich brown tones. I absolutely love this quilt, and I'm gonna find a way to use it for Halloween as well. I actually already got a pillow cover that matches but ties in with Halloween, and I'm so excited to try something new in our bedroom for Halloween. I had to move the blanket basket into our room because the ottomans are where the blanket basket used to be. So now it's in this corner next to the bed. I got this Hearth Hand arrangement while it was on sale. Like everything else that I can, I will link it down below. This room is almost finished up. After my outro, I do have the dedication to Tilly. So if you're interested in seeing clips of her throughout the years on my channel, stay tuned to see some cute Tilly content in honor of the best girl ever. We love you so much, Tilly. Thank you guys for joining me for today's video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you aren't already, and stick around for my home tour and my upcoming Halloween decorating videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Tilly, smile for the camera. Hi, Tilly. We couldn't go video without you saying hi. Tilly, you gonna be in my intro? Tilly, do. We have a lovely Tilly down here. Really ties the space together. Tilly, what are you doing? What are you doing, Tilly? You wanna come say hi? What you got there? Come here. Tilly. You got your hedgehog? You got your hedgehog? Say hi. Stay, Tilly. Stay. Oh, you're gonna lay down. All right. You're so cute. Tilly. Tilly. Oh, there's my Tilly. There's my Tilly. Tilly, go in there. You can fit now. Look, you fit in the closet. Look, you got a whole space in there. Maybe we'll make this your room like Harry Potter. It'll be the Tilly Potter closet. Yeah, you can put your bed in there. You'll be right at home. You like it, Tilly? You want that to be your room? Yeah, I think you like it. Stay there. Tilly's looking back there like a creeper. Let me see. Tilly, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, hi. What you got there? What you got? We got your bed out here for you. Do you have your hedgehog? Do you have your little hedgehog? Huh? Is that your little hedgehog? Hmm. Hi, Tilly. What do you have to say for your amazing design skills? Hmm? What do you have to say? Does it just come naturally? I agree. You're a star. Say hi. Say hi. Tilly! Say hi! She wants you guys to rub her belly. Say hi! Everybody wants to say hi to Tilly. Oh, it's such a good girl. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Tilly, I gotta get right here. Okay. Say hi, YouTube. Say hi, Tilly. Oh, good girl.